Alright, so this is a different video for you guys. This is actually the same day for us. We just finished the fuel pump and now we are starting the injectors. Alright, so these are FlowForce 640CC injectors. I got them used from a buddy, so actually I saved a fair bit of money. You can see what they are rated at. It's actually slightly above 640, which I guess is nice. Not sure why that is, but there's the specs.
This is a certified.
So we are going to install these, and I've actually never done injectors, but Will has, so he's going to be taking the lead. Yeah, it's a little bit of oil. So, and also that's like your PCV, which is gunked up as hell. Oh, in there? Yeah. Oh, wow. There it comes from. Yep. Craziness. Cool. Well, it'll be super easy. Yeah. Is that healthy in there?
Yeah, it looks fine. They're always like pretty fucked up like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Also, if you're wondering how to get the fuel line off, we actually ended up 3D printing a little tool that you can get. It works the same as a lot of GM and Fords of the same era. So as long as you can find one tool for that, you're good. But if you do have a 3D printer, I can link this down below.
Oh, there we go. Why it's not
Oh,
there it is.
There it goes.
Nice.
That wasn't too much.
No, it wasn't bad. We're removing the injectors because it's pretty hard to get the connector off with a rail still kind of attached to the injector.
So yeah, instead of taking the rail out, we're just taking each individual injector off. Be careful because there is going to be fuel both in the injector and the rail. So definitely put paper towel below it. But yeah, this is how we're doing it. Are you just going to put like the new ones on the rail and then put the rail in?
That's what I think is probably the easiest.
So Will, can you explain what you are doing right now?
Yeah, so since these injectors are used, it's a good idea to replace the old O-rings on both the fuel rail side and I guess the block side. Almost every injector company will sell their own rebuild, quote-unquote rebuild kit, and it just changes the O-rings. And you really want to do that every time you change injectors. Okay, so I don't know if this is with every injector kit, but with these injectors, I think they're based off an EV14, which is an old like Bosch connector or fuel injector. You have to space the rail out, so they'll give you these little spacers. There should be 3 of them, at least there's 3 in your MB. And yeah, you make sure that you just put it on the plastic spacer that came out of the rail. You just need to add a little bit more for the different dimension injector.
What's that stuff that you're putting on?
I think it's called dielectric grease. It's basically just lube for the O-rings.
Gotcha. We just put the manifold back on. It is worth noting, we were just kind of talking about this. So the fuel line that runs right there, this guy right there, we were having some clearance issues fitting this back on, and we thought something was really, really weird. We thought maybe the spacers were an issue and maybe NB2s didn't use that. They do. Once you get this manifold on, you get some extra clearance, and then there's no contact between the manifold and the fuel rail. Alright, so I'm on my phone, but real quick, we did all the stuff in the engine bay, plugged it back up. So I'm in Tuner Studio MS right now. So you go to basic load settings, engine and sequential, and what you do, you go down to injector size and just plug in what your size are. So mine are supposed to be 640, they're actually 660, so they're a little bit better. Let's plug that in, burn it, and you are good to go. And then also you can go into required fuel, double check that it's 660, and yeah, it's good. Okay, so we jiggled around the connectors. One of the VVT connectors was just not, it's plugged in, but it wasn't seated correctly. It's idling a little bit rough, so we're gonna have to tune through that, but other than that, it seems to be running pretty well. So we're going to go pick up pizza and give it a little tune. So we spent around 30 minutes tuning the car. Did some partial throttle. We didn't do a whole lot of watts, so we're going to save that for tomorrow. Got pizza. But yeah, the injectors seem to be running very well. They seem louder than the stock ones, which makes sense. I mean, you're pushing a lot more fuel in there. Other than that, we just had one slight VVT error at the start, unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it worked. So overall, it was pretty good day. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, put them down below, and we'll see you later. Peace.